Today our presentation will be on Safety Starts in the Home. Program looks at our home safety visit program and developing one that meets the needs of a diverse community. In Gwinnett's a very large 437 square mile entity, and it was very difficult to look. We knew we had 900,000 people currently, growing to about 1.5 or 6 million here in the next 2 decades. The diversity index is off the charts, so that was some major challenges that we faced. One thing that we did look at hard was our data. We needed the data to support what we wanted to do and make good decisions moving forward. I always said we wanted to start from a position of strength. It seemed counterintuitive to really look at what our needs would be until we found out exactly what we had in place that could help build a foundation for success. So that's the start. The data that we used came from NIFRS, came from the U.S. Census Bureau. We looked at that from many different angles, from demographic standpoint, from housing characteristic standpoints, to understand more about our community. Through that, we look to help our organization understand those things. And it's one thing that over time we had never really taken a look deeply at the fire problem. And I remember some battalion chiefs asking me or telling me after a meeting, they said, we just didn't understand the scope would be this great of what we're doing. So moving forward with program development, we were able to find the people we needed within the department sort of help drive that, those key players. That was critical for our success, to develop those people. We looked at developing teams and trying to find those leaders that could motivate their team to do great things. So when that was completed, we processed a lot. One thing we knew that we wanted to capture everything we could and to analyze all the data. So we developed forms, we developed tools, database tools to look at home family makeup, the folks in the home, home characteristics, what was there prior to our arrival, and what environmental and educational changes we made in the home to affect change. So through that process, we were able to visit thousands of homes in Gwinnett, and lo and behold, remember the first time we had an event, and just by chance we said, we've been there before. And we looked back, and it was a family of 7. They had a fire at night. They were woken by a smoke alarm that was installed by our folks through a home safety visit, and we had seen our first success story. So as time progressed, we looked and we had another, and then another, and we had 4, and that made us want to look harder. So we took painstaking time to really go through about 43,000 different incidents and realized that we had been to homes 84 times prior to an event. And with that, 11 of those were actual fire events in the home, and we've affected the lives of 50 or more people. So we're excited. It was a foundation for a start of what we're doing. And as the program grows, we've seen a huge increase from field participation. Initially, it started very slow. There's a cultural issue there that we needed to address. But we've seen, like I said, a 225% increase in the last 6 months in participation from the field. We did that by educating our folks. We had NFA CRR leadership strategies class for all our senior leadership. We also we have a CAP program, which is a career awareness program. It's a NACO award-winning program that brings people throughout the organization to learn what others do. We also brought in newly appointed officers to have a one-on-one meeting with them to talk about CRR and the way they can make change at the station level. We used other tools as well, but I think one big change that we were able to incorporate is a 8-hour CRR class for recruits the first week on the job. And that really sets the tone for where the department's going, the mission, the vision, the values that we have, especially those towards community risk reduction. Our home safety visit program worked for us, and it can work for you as well. It's scalable and it can really meet the needs of any community. We defined success by being measurable, well-documented, and recreatable. And I think that's what really tells us that we could take this and move it anywhere in the country, and it can work on any level. So with that, all our program materials are available online, and you're welcome to go to our website and get the information to contact us for more information.